also took place. So everything.
Well, the public sentiment, Kamalika, very clear. You know, let's take it to our expert doctors. Let's hear it from them on what they make of the overall situation, the ongoing protests that are not just limited to Kolkata. They go beyond Kolkata. We've seen similar visuals coming from the national capital and several parts of the country. Stay on with us. Kamalika, I'm coming back to you in just a bit. I want to quickly go across to Dr. T.S. Clare, Padma Bhushan awardee and interventional cardiologist with us on the broadcast, along with Dr. Arvinder Singh Soin, Chairman and Chief Surgeon, Medanta Liver Transplant Institute. Good afternoon to you, doctors. Dr. T.S. Clare, I want to begin with you. 70 Padma awardee doctors have written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and these are visuals that we're picking up not just from Kolkata or the national capital. We see so much anger in the doctor community, the medical community, fraternity across the country. Do you think there is so much fear in the minds and hearts of, you know, these very responsible souls that all's going to be forgotten once the spotlight is off, is why we see this kind of mounting anger on the streets, sir?
See, you are right. First of all, this is not the anger only in the medical community. I think this is the anger in any person with having even a small amount of soul in his body left. Anybody, any Indian who anywhere in the world, he is very, very disappointed. He's very, very pained and anguished by what has happened. And we are listening from all over the world that our head is in shame today what has happened in India. And coming to the medical community, particularly the females, if any country cannot provide security even to the lady doctors working on duty, it is a real shame. And I really want that our Prime Minister should say something openly what they are going to do in future. The medical community has been fighting for years for the protection of doctors and the medical institutions in India. And there was 2019, a law was supposed to be enacted. It was never put in the parliament. And we all Padma Awardee doctors, we request the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, that please put this law in place so that there is a deterrent in future for any such crimes, not only against doctors but any female, I think, of this country should not face this problem. It's really shame to all of us, and I feel very disappointed that many of my colleagues, doctor colleagues, they are telling their children not to go into medicine in future, that if this is the story. You know, people coming and breaking the glasses of the hospital, just beating the doctors was something which has had a normal. But going to this extent that a female on duty in a seminar is gang raped and killed, it is, I tell you, it is unpardonable for any society.
Absolutely unpardonable, unacceptable, and hence the angst, the anger that we see across the country, like you said, not just limited to the medical fraternity. You know, women, children, men, everybody today speaking in one voice and calling for greater security of all those who are serving the country with a great cause. Dr. Arvinder, you know, I want to come to you and really try and decode the larger problem that we as a society need to address here and do for our doctors. You know, the fact that here was a young doctor, very talented doctor, having worked for over 30 hours, she had no place to rest. She had to finally go to a seminar room, and then we know what really happened. It's absolutely unfortunate, and it speaks so very lowly of us as a society. What do you make of the ongoing fight, and do you think, sir, that things are headed in the right direction?
See, the entire nation is in shock. The indignation amongst all of us is beyond description. And we all agree that something drastic has to be done to prevent this from ever happening again. So we, as a group of doctors whom the society thought worthy of awarding Padma Awards, thought it is our duty to raise our voice against this barbaric crime, and also to make sure that measures that have been promised or proposed are actually implemented, so this thing never ever happens again. As far as your question of safe working environments for women in hospitals and doctors who are basically working 24, 48 hours and then don't have place to rest, it's absolutely true. Unfortunately, most of us who went to medical schools 20, 30, 40 years ago faced the same thing, and nothing has changed in majority of the places. I mean, there aren't separate women's and men's restrooms for for doctors who are on duty often for 24, 36, 48 hours, and they are working non-stop. And obviously, when they're exhausted, they would just crash anywhere. So that is one of the things that has to change, both at the institutional level and at the policy level. And the other thing is, of course, like Dr. Clare said, the safe working environments don't have to be just in hospitals. They have to be in all workplaces. I mean, the sanctity of the medical profession is completely violated with such an incident. And, you know, we, amongst our other demands is that not just existing laws have to be enforced, but the new law that was promised in 2019, that has to be brought into, you know, that has to be built in the parliament, has to be made a law. But they should be harshest possible punishment for anyone instigating or indulging in violence against healthcare workers, and certainly against all perpetrators of sexual crime. So these are the basic demands, and those are the demands of the society. I'm sure we, as a group, reflect the demands of the society, not just a set of 70 doctors.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Arvinder, Dr. T.S. Clare, stay on with us. I want to also come to you with the larger question on what the doctors in Kolkata are saying. This is a bit to suppress our real voices and our real concerns. But before that, let's go across to Kamalika, my colleague, who's tracking the very latest protest on ground in Kolkata. Kamalika, over to you. What's going on there?
Well, the two doctors, Dr. Kunal Chakar and Dr.